Okay, what's up? And we're back with more of whatever this game's called. Defense Line, 100 Line Defense Academy, something. I'll memorize it eventually. So, it's been a few days since I've played. But I'm looking forward to jumping back into it. Now, I did try to recap myself on like the voices of the characters. Because I was even getting them wrong. Like I wasn't internalizing them last episode very well. So I want to see if I can remember them now. I guess, am I just following the warning signs? Hello, is this thing on? Testing 1 2 3. This is a message from iPhone. Just a reminder that the war room is on the 3rd floor. Anyone who doesn't want to be branded a coward can join us here anytime. The 3rd floor, huh? So, okay. So this is the 3rd floor. Then is that what they're saying? That I'm already there? Whoa, whoa! That's cool. I have something in my throat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hang on, I need some water. Give me a sec. Okay, there's just basically a maybe permanent tickle in my throat. So I'll just try to ignore it for now. So excuse any coughing or anything that I might do. Oh, it's coming too, Takumi. This mean you made up your mind to fight? Yes, I figured you guys could use all the help you can get. That's assuming you'll be any help at all. That's the old Last Defense Academy fighting spirit! I knew you'd come around, Sumino? I didn't exactly have a lot of choice, the way you threatened us. You wound me with your cruel words, soldier! That was just some friendly advice. If there was a chance your inaction would have dire consequences for your loved ones, you'd want to know about it, wouldn't you?
Hey!
What does that even mean? I'll explain later. Right now, protecting the school takes priority. Now then. Take up your infusers. You remember how these work, right? Just shove them in your chest and they'll pump you full of that sweet, sweet hemo-anima. Hemo-anima. With that much power on your side, securing victory should be a cinch. Once you're fully juiced up, use these launch pads to get down on the battlefield. Then we just have to eliminate any enemy units, yes? Let's get started. About time. Let's do this. This is so hype. I can do this. I'll find a way to make it work, somehow. I've beaten these things once, and I can do it again. I just have to do it like I did back home.
Don't be so modest. You can do it if you try, Taki. I guarantee it.
Karoa believed in me. Now it's time to prove her right.
Everybody ready for battle? It's your first time since the entrance exam, so feel free to go crazy out there. Try out every last reserve of strength and bathe in the blood of your enemies.
You know who he kind of sounds like? He kind of sounds like Varric from Legend of Korra. I think I've been trying to figure it out the entire time. Oh gosh. This is so Persona-like. Awesome. Jesus Christ, the fly I know this is stupid to say, the fly came at me. Okay, I think I paused the recording so that I could quickly lead that fly out of the room, and I think I did it. I did the clever technique of I turned off all the lights in this room, and then I had left the door open and I turned a light on outside my room, and I just tried to wait for the fly to go towards that light, and I think it did, and I think I got it out, so it shouldn't bother me again, hopefully, as long as that was the right fly. Attention! All troops stand ready. Let the battle commence. Am I not tabbed in properly?
This is
There
it,
we go.
soldiers. Hope you're all ready. The enemy is going to advance steadily toward the school. The building has a barrier around it, but it can't stand up to attacks for very long. If its integrity level falls to 0, the enemy will waltz right in, and then it's game over for all of us. Keep an eye on how the barrier's holding up, and eliminate all threats to the school. Exercise your powers of observation, strategy, and merciless cruelty to their utmost. This is an honest-to-goodness battlefield, so keep your wits about you, unless you want to end up with a hole in your head.
Got it, sir. In a defensive battle, you will lose if the barrier generator is destroyed. Protect it until the very end and destroy all the enemies. Can do. So I can't let anyone die. I can't let the barrier be destroyed. Ooh, okay. Now we gotta see like what kind of characters these are. Are you an enemy? I guess you must be, huh? Yeah, you are. Okay, so she's got a big axe. Oh, cool. She has what looks like a ton of little missiles. Then there's me, and then he's got a fucking motorbike.
Full throttle.
Each member of the special defense squad has a unique ability known as a specialist skill. Learn each character's skill and use them to your advantage in battle. Takemaru is a great defender, so he's a tank with superior mobility and defense. He automatically gains armor +1 for each space moved from a specialist skill, Special Rampage. Okay. So out of my way. Damage all adjacent enemies. Oh. Okay. Adds armor +3. Moves to a special. So like out of my way sounds like if you did this, he does some crazy shit, right? Pretty awesome. Armor provides temporary defense that can absorb damage that would otherwise diminish your HP. It is only effective during the turn it was used. Makes sense. Okay, understood. I have 2 AP left. Now, what about you, homegirl? User skills change when fatigued.
Let's go!
Darami is a mid-range support with mid-range support specialist that can provide support attacks and gain a lot of voltage. Darami's specialist skill, Special Sick Day, will make her feel low when she gets fatigued. This will then change all her skills to their low counterparts. Okay. Interesting. So she's got Let's Killing. Launch a cross-shaped mid-range attack. Okay, so it feels like they're very purposefully like trying to give us a formation that we can best see what their skills are like. Because they're in a... Nice, because they were in a square there. So now, is she fatigued now? Yeah. And so then I could maybe do another one for her.
Time for battle.
Hiroko is an attacker that specializes in hard-hitting attacks, so she's probably going to take out this strong enemy. She automatically gains attack +1, max +3 for each enemy she kills during one turn from her specialist skill, Special Discipline. Cool. So, I mean, I guess let's just do this.
Die.
Oh yeah. And then we get an AP.
This doesn't feel half bad. I could get used to this.
Okay.
Oh, dang, girl! How'd you get to be so strong?
Strong don't even begin to cover it. Where'd you get all that power?
I told you I was stronger than you. I suggest you pay better attention.
Is there a reason you're so much stronger than the rest of us, though?
What gives you the right to question me? At any rate, it's none of your concern. If you have time to prattle pointlessly, I suggest you use it more constructively and take out some of the weaker enemies.
Yeah. You're awesome, we get it. I'm just glad you're on our side. Now let's get back in there. I'm itching to bust some heads.
Okay, I'm liking these characters so far.
Time to move.
I'm just looking because... Okay, she can't go very far anymore. So now we're going to use the last
Say
one on
when.
him. Takumi is an easy-to-use character with great balance of range and attack strength. I thought that would be what he is. You can redo battles by selecting a specialist skill. Special redo from the menu accessible with everything. Start. Easy. So let's do a side slash. That can take out most of these guys. Pretty nice. And my turn. Let's do it. Ouch, ouch. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, you really want to like... You really want to figure out like what's the best combination to do this, right? Like, if I can do some intestinal lacerations, I can't quite do it on both of these guys, even though, right? Even though I can walk here, and I can select direction. There we go. Okay, I can do it. Good, good, good. So, like, if I do this,
I'll chop you to pieces.
get them killed, right? Okay, let's rotate the camera back. Then also maybe I can.
Here we go!
Hold on. This guy. So I mean, if I can kill this guy, but he has 4 health. I don't know if I can do 4 damage. Not me anyway. Not him anyway, rather.
Ready?
I would like for her to do it, but she can't right now.
Let's do it to it!
No, yeah, I think we gotta have this girl do this. Take out those guys. And then we gotta have me do the side slash like that-ish. Yeah, like that.
Take this!
I'm pretty happy with that, I think.
Not bad.
Okay, that's a lot of damage, but it's fine because now
Time for battle.
we can do cranial fracture.
Take this.
Just destroy that
Nothing
motherfucker.
So soon.
And then let's start doing some
Oh,
real
yes.
damage to this guy. There's 1 damage. Oh, voltage. Can
Let's
you
do
use your
this.
voltage? Wait, how does voltage? Oh, it's R1. I'm kind of curious what your voltage is.
Let's freaking go!
Attack 6, yeah. Consume voltage to activate special attack, inflict stun on user. I want to do it.
Eat my dust!
Wow, that's sick. Pretty
Did we
fun.
win?
Ha! Was that it? I was expecting more of a challenge.
Did it say wave 1 out of 2? Is
I
there gonna
feel
be one
dumb
more
forever
wave?
being scared of these guys.
You were actually scared of them. For all your bluff and bluster, you're just as much of a coward as the others.
Hey, I ain't no coward. I'll take you on anytime. Nice work, troops. No one would think this was your first real battle.
But it wasn't. We fought him once already, back in the TRC.
Oh, right. Of course you did. What even are those monsters, anyhow? Ain't it about time you spilled the beans?
Well, they are a violent and pernicious race. The enemy of all mankind.
Well, that's ominous. Can you be a little more specific?
Are they like demons from another dimension? Time-traveling aliens? Experimental bioweapons gone wrong? Oh, how about all of the above? They were created as living weapons but escaped to another dimension where a PMC controlled by demonic entities sent them into the past to destroy the future.
That theory's way too busy.
To tell you the truth, we haven't been able to determine their true nature just yet. All we know is that they're determined to get inside this school. As such, I've decided to designate them School Invaders for the time being.
Invaders, huh?
Lucky for us, the undying flames stop them from getting too close. Most of the time, that is. But every now and then, some extra
slip
strong
through.
ones break through somehow.
Yeah.
Your special defense unit exists to deal with such attacks, as and when they occur.
But why are they attacking the school to begin with?
They're after a certain special something hidden deep within the school.
Is it you? Nah,
If
probably
that
not.
falls into the hands of the invaders, humanity is as good as extinct.
Extinct? Like, our entire species?
So we're legit fighting to save humanity here? Dude, that is freaking sweet.
But the scale here doesn't make sense. I'm having trouble seeing how this school and the future of humanity can possibly be
Yeah,
connected.
give us more answers in the prologue of this
I don't
game.
get it either. And then again, I'm a straight up student, so there's a lot of stuff I don't get.
Everyone stop talking!
I mean, she is kind of charming. Like, I'm coming around to her.
What's the matter?
My radar display is lighting up like a fireworks show. We're not out of the woods yet. We've got another enemy approaching fast.
Good.
And it's a big
Because
one.
I want to try out, like, her special move, you know? Like, her voltage move. I feel like that would be satisfying. Oh my god, it's Blue Eyes White Dragon. Jesus, man.
The hell, man? You want us to fight that thing?
Size isn't everything. I don't believe it'll give me any trouble.
Yeah, baby!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't kill her. Don't kill her. I don't know what vibe they're going for this game yet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this the vibe they're going for? This might be the vibe they're going for. Shit. There's a reason they made her very interesting and likable. I mean, not likable, but like, I just as I start to warm up to her, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see more of her. Fuck, man.
No freaking way.
Corpse recovery unit, deploy.
Oh my god. Wait, but also her character was fun to play as. Is she dead? Like, fully?
There, we got her body back safe and sound. You can all relax now.
How can we relax? One of our friends just died.
Just focus on the battle. That's the invaders, Commander.
Like, is it...
It's gonna be on a whole different level to anything you've fought so far.
See, it's hard to know, like... Okay, in a regular game, the casualness of how that happened, I would be like, okay, well, that means she's probably gonna come back. Like, there's going to be some sort of in-world mechanic where it's like, as long as we recover the body or something, they can survive. Something along those lines. But it is from the maker of Danganronpa. Like, killing characters just like that is something that they do.
He's right. We can't afford to get distracted from the task at hand. Now, more than ever. It's fight or die.
I'm really sad about that, honestly.
Don't let it get to you, man. Huh? You let the situation get to you, you lose your cool. You lose your cool, you lose the fight. Trust me on this. We've come this far, we gotta keep going to the end. There'll be time for mourning and crap later.
Also, but like, honestly, her character had like a fighting style and animations and like a full 3D model to use in the battle. Did they really make that just for one round of a tutorial? Like one wave? Like, that feels crazy. I don't know.
Damn.
No, I feel like there's some way we're gonna bring her back or something. I don't know. Because that's wild to make, like, put so much effort just to fool you into thinking she
Those
sticks
troops
around.
you fought before were just the opening act. This commander's a real monster. Conventional weapons don't have any effect on it. That's where you saviors of humanity and your hemo-anima come in. You starting to see why the Special Defense Unit is so important?
Why is hemo-anima the only thing that works? What exactly is this stuff anyway?
It's the only thing standing between humanity and annihilation at the hands of the invaders. That's really all you need to know. Oh, by the way, those drones from earlier are getting tuned up, so try your best to avoid any further casualties.
Easy for you to say. We're the ones risking our lives out here.
Annihilate enemy boss. Only one ally dies in battle. Okay. I mean, one of our allies died already. When voltage reaches 100% or more, you'll be able to use boost hemo anima in addition to special attacks. Oh, boost hemo anima. Boost hemo anima powers up your allies in a variety of ways and will remain in effect for the entirety of the battle. Interesting. It's telling me to do it now?
Ready whenever.
I guess I'm curious.
I'm all worked up now.
Ooh, I liked that. Okay.
Let's do this.
So we want to do out of my way. This does a decent amount, I feel like. Nice. Oh, they just did. You do a counter. That's crazy. Okay, I gotta be careful with
My
that.
turn.
Okay. We're gonna want to go like this and like that.
How's this?
Pretty nice.
Now then, to business.
I could do that now, you know. It'll only do a little bit. But,
Out of my way.
I mean, it did 5 damage. No, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm seeing some strategy in this game that sounds fun, you know? I'm seeing some potential here. So, like, for this guy, once again, we can do out of my way to get in here. And just take out a bunch of them. Get some of that armor, right? And the reason I'm using this woman for this stuff is because I can increase her attack for each enemy defeated. So I can take out all 3 of these guys. Then I've increased her attack a lot. Then I can do cranial fracture on this guy. And do 9 damage. Like, isn't that awesome?
Great! Don't stop until you've wiped them all out!
Aren't I awesome for this? See, I'm already, like, engaging with the mechanics. Like... Okay, yeah, I mean, this guy's got armor, so that's great. That's awesome. We're doing it. Alright. We would like to...
Now
I mean, there's no way I can get...
To
No, I can't
business.
get her over there.
Let's give it to him.
I really want to take out all of these motherfuckers. Obviously, I can't fully take out that guy. Okay.
Ready when you are.
I think for me, I'm gonna have to just take these guys out. It's not super flashy, but you need to make sure they don't go anywhere.
All right.
And then
Let's get started.
I could either... No, I can't reach that guy. So I guess we just do a cranial fracture and just do more damage to this motherfucker. Even though she's getting kind of low on health. Oh, shit. Oh, he fucked off. We did great there.
Too bad. The enemy commander got away. Going after it now would only play into their hands. You'll have to finish that one off some other day. All in all,
This is
a decent
fun.
first mission. Go ahead and dispel your hemo anima and return to the school.
The mechanics are fun. It's enjoyable. The characters are good. They have like different play styles and cool animations. I'm seeing potential here, you know? It meshes well with the Fire Emblem gameplay. Welcome back! You did great out there, soldiers. Those invaders never knew what hit them. Which is great because, look, as a massive Danganronpa fan, like I'm a huge Danganronpa fan, I don't think there's any gameplay in any of the Danganronpa series that was as fun as that battle was there. Like any gameplay in the whole series, you know? Like, Danganronpa is great because of the story, the atmosphere, the characters, the plot twists, the mystery. Like, all of that stuff is great. But the gameplay was never a strong suit. So this is great. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do I appreciate? You guys! This is no time to celebrate. Go hide out there, you sick bastard. Oh, come on. I just wanted to give you some positive affirmation. It's a management thing. He's right. Settle down. Yelling isn't going to do us any good. Don't tell me you're okay with what just happened. It's war. People die. That's the whole idea. And it's not like she meant anything to me. We only met a couple of hours ago. If anything, you're the strange one for getting so worked up about a total stranger. You got a real attitude problem, you know that? I know I said not hitting girls was an ironclad rule, but I figure for you I could find a loophole. I mean, open-handed strikes barely count as real hits, right? Just try it. I'll twist your body into a double helix in return. Sounds like in this case, DNA stands for don't, no, ah! Come on, guys. We shouldn't fight among ourselves. Just as the tension in the room seemed strained to the breaking point, the door flew open with a clatter. Shit, it's been so long since I know this guy. Are you guys alright? No, asshole, we ain't alright. The emo chick with the creepy laugh got killed. For real? She actually died?
Hey!
Were you guys watching?
Yes, the monitor in the classroom broadcast the whole battle.
Honestly, this is the guy that I always forget the voice of, and I feel like if I can remember his voice, then like I really want to internalize his voice. Honestly, I'm not sure if I approve of my dear sister being exposed to such explicit content.
That was the first time I ever saw a person die.
I still don't believe it. I know they say reality is cruel and all that, but this seriously can't be happening. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's all a dream. Just one big messed up nightmare. What do I have to do to wake up? Should I just pinch myself real hard?
Quit your whining. You get why this happened, don't you? Her death's on all of you.
That one's voice.
If you guys had grown a pair and fought like the rest of us, the emo chick wouldn't have gotten cornered the way she did.
She knew what she was getting into when she agreed to go out there, and there's every chance things still would have ended up like this, even with our help.
What? You think we should have hung back like you did? We'd all have been wiped out then.
Alright, troops, break it up. We're all on the same side here. Good grief. The way you're carrying her on, you'd think someone had died.
Someone did!
It's interesting he was voiced. But then, the door opened again, and we were joined by an unexpected guest. Okay. Okay, I thought so. I thought they made her 3D model. Like, that takes a lot of effort. Because it was a good one, and it had, like, a unique animation. Like, the missiles floating behind her and stuff. Like, it's all unique. So, like, why would they make all of that just for nothing? Like, that's a lot of work to put into it. By the way, this is an awesome picture. I love this. Oh, great. Hang on, did she... What happened to her lip makeup? You know how she had the smile drawn on? The, like, half smile? I'm glad it's gone, honestly, but it'll probably be back soon. But I don't like that smile. That weird half smile she had.
What? Oh, what's the matter, guys? Is my makeup smudged or something?
It's part of it's missing. That's what I was just talking about.
How embarrassing. Just give me a shovel so I can bury myself and hide, am I right? Never mind that. How are you alive?
I'm actually very relieved she's back. I like her.
Is she a ghost? Man, wouldn't that be cool? I'm not, though. Just your girl, Darumi Amamiya, in the flesh. I don't know what happened, but I basically came back to life.
You came back? Isn't it wonderful? Just another miracle courtesy of our friend, Hemo Anima. What's Hemo Anima got to do with it? It's not just for fighting, you know. It can also reconstruct and reanimate organic tissue. If one of you falls in battle, we send out a drone to recover your body post-haste. Then it's just a matter of getting it inside one of the recovery pods in the infirmary, stimulating a remaining Hemo Anima, and boom, you rise from the grave. You can die out there as much as you want. You'll just keep coming back.
You mean we're immortal?
Ding ding, that's correct.
But that's impossible. I mean, even more impossible than everything else going on around here.
You don't have to believe me, but there's some pretty strong evidence standing right in front of you, wouldn't you say?
Yep. Exhibit A right here.
Her smile's back. Yeah, it just wasn't in that art.
Common sense has gone right out the window now. You think it's gonna turn out we're inside a super immersive VR game or something? Another Danganronpa reference, I guess.
That's just your narrow viewpoint of what's normal talking. All of you from the Tokyo residential complex are like that. You've lived your life under the dome for so long, you have no idea what a wide and wonderful place the world really is. Your future is simply brimming with possibilities.
I don't even know how to react to that.
You serious? We really can't die? Dude, that is so freaking sweet. This hemoenema stuff is awesome.
Must you raise your voice over every new development?
Just remember, you're only immortal while you remain on school grounds. The recovery drones can't get past that wall of fire. And if the invaders manage to get in and damage your recovery pods, you'll be stuck with the one life you got. You'll be back to regular old mortals. One life, and then you're gone for good.
You know... Oh, God.
Okay, we're good.
In other words, if we want to stay alive, we have to keep fighting off the invaders.
Now you're getting it, Sumino. Keep on fighting like good little soldiers and you'll be fine.
Whoa, hold on a minute. Now that I think about it, not being able to die has a major downside. We can't hold a killing game like this. How are we supposed to murder each other if we're all immortal? That's the part you have a problem with?
One more thing, just to set your minds at ease. When you're revived, you also get a new bomb implanted in you, good as new. That's supposed to comfort us. At any rate, we've prepared for everything. Now you can fight to your heart's content, right?
Absolutely not. I'm more against it than ever now.
What? How come?
Even if this advanced technology you're talking about does exist, immortality seems a step too far. Your explanation of how it works was far too simplistic. I find it hard to believe you're telling us the whole truth. And even if we do come back afterwards, fatal injuries are still going to hurt, right? It hurt like hell when it happened to me. It was so bad I thought I was gonna die. You did die.
Oh my god. Fucking, what's her name? Tsubasa is so Aoi Asahina. Like, that girl is Aoi Asahina to a T. Where she's like, kind of girly, but also kind of tomboyish. She's the straight man in a lot of these conversations. She looks very slightly like her. You know, like it seems like this game's Aoi Asahina. Which I'm not complaining about. I love Aoi. In that case, I'm out. I can't allow anything that would cause my dear sister any pain. Young people these days are so self-centered when talking about the future of humanity here, you know?
You keep saying that, but how exactly does what we're doing here relate to that stuff? Like you said, if the invaders secure a special something from inside the school, humanity will be wiped out, correct?
That's right. If you lose this war, Homo sapiens will be a thing of the past. Naturally, the Tokyo residential complex will be obliterated too.
Obliterated?
Then that's what you meant by everything we hold dear being forfeit. Now you're getting it. The fate of the world as we know it rests squarely on your shoulders.
When did my life get so spectacularly off track? So what is this thing that mankind's future depends on? What is it we're risking our lives to defend?
I knew you'd ask me that sooner or later. It's only natural you'd want to know. So allow me to throw you a victory party. Oh, there's a Monokuma there. As if you needed any more references to Danganronpa. There's the most overt reference so far. It's just a straight up picture of Monokuma. Your achievement in the field today deserves to be rewarded.
We want information, not a party.
No reason you can't have both. I'll tell you more while you eat. You must be starving after all that fighting, right? Now that you mention it, I could use a bite. You're saying there's somewhere we can get food around here? Of course, there's a cafeteria on the first floor. I'll meet you there.
Hey.
Come straight up, troops. No distractions, no detours.
What do we do now? I'm in favor of going to the cafeteria. My dear sister's stomach has been grumbling adorably for a while now. You don't have to tell them that. I want to hear what... Wait. I want to hear what Sirei has to say, so I'll be going along too. We wandered out of the war room one by one, still trying to make sense of the situation. Guess I'll go with the crowd. The cafeteria should be somewhere on the first floor.
You know, this game's winning me over. Pull up the map and select a place you'd like to go in order to teleport. However, be aware, you won't be able to teleport to locations you haven't unlocked or locations marked as inaccessible. You can also use the map to check your current location, as well as the locations of other characters. Nice. Well, I could do that, or maybe I can just go there, you know? So that I can get used to moving around the map. I mean, they may have gotten a purchase out of me with this game. Like, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. There it is. What the fuck? Here it is, the school cafeteria. It's a lot bigger than I expected. Although it's still just as weird as everything else around here. Go ahead and order whatever you want. It's your party after all. Our handy-dandy ration-o-matic will create any kind of food you desire. It slices, it dices, it also makes julienne fries. You want ramen, burgers, steak, sushi, it all rolls out nice and fresh. It's even got a recipe for pasta sauce made by a grieving widower desperately trying to recreate his beloved wife's cooking from memory. That's so sad. Speaking as a grandma's girl, I don't even want to think about something like that, let alone try it. I think I'm gonna stick with dessert. Chewing solid food for too long makes my jaw hurt. I'm a little... Whoa, that's not the voice. I'm a little worried about whether this stuff is really safe to eat, but I'm hungry enough that I'm willing to risk it. 1 hour later. Oh, man, that hit the spot. I ain't never had anything this fancy before. It wasn't a bad effort, I suppose. I just wish we could have had some wine to go with it. Hey, you're too young for alcohol. Just because you got an attitude doesn't mean you get special treatment. Uh-huh. What's with that snarky laugh? You think I'm scared? I ain't afraid of breaking no laws. I'm talking about your health here, dumbass. That stuff can seriously mess you up if your body's not used to it, you know. What's so funny? You think you're better than me or something? More importantly, why did these guys get the 5-star treatment while we're stuck with dry bread? Eating this actually makes me hungrier. It's a victory dinner, remember? None of you did anything to contribute to this victory. So now you're using food as an incentive to get us to fight? That won't work on me or my dear sister. We've lived through hardship much worse than this. Don't remind me. I'm fine with it. I'm fine. I forgot what his voice was. I'm fine with it too. If anything, dry bread is too good for a human cockroach like me. Just in case any of you big-hearted recruits get any ideas, sharing food between fighters and non-fighters is strictly forbidden. You've thought of everything, haven't you? Sorry. I hope it doesn't look like we're rubbing it in. Don't worry about it. You're not the one who's at fault here. Now, if you've all eaten your fill, what say we get back on topic? Can do. That's a fish tank. There's a candy-o-matic. Nothing. Wait, that's me. Nothing but candy inside. It's all very colorful. I'm still getting used to the names. So, I thought that was someone else for a second. Like, I thought it was... What's her name? Darumi. Okay. My name is Takumi. She's Darumi Amemiya. Alright, let me start from the beginning. Last Defense Academy... Take a deep breath. Lies somewhere outside of the Tokyo residential complex where you've all been living up to now. Of course, its exact location is highly classified military secret. Very hush-hush. The school periodically comes under attack by a hostile force we call the Invaders. Much about them remains a mystery, but we do know what they're after, a certain special something concealed in this very school. This item is vital to the continued existence of humanity. If it should fall into Invader hands, it's all over. Your home in the Tokyo residential complex will be destroyed, and everyone you've ever known will die horribly. To avoid this, we've drafted you into the Special Defense Unit, a squad dedicated to protecting the school from invaders. To make things easier for you to immobilize in the case of an attack, you'll all be living here until further notice. And those are the facts of this case, Your Honor. Any questions, or do you guys want to chow down some more?
Wait, go over that last part again? We're really supposed to live here from now on? Until further notice is awfully vague. Surely we're not supposed to spend the rest of our lives here?
Of course, your commission comes with an expiry date. You'll be required to serve here for just 100 days. This music is almost directly out of Danganronpa. Like so close. Like so close. It's actually crazy. 100 days. That's right, just a svelte 2,400 hours, and then you're done. If you manage to defend the school for that long, that is. After that, you'll be free to return to the peaceful existence you enjoyed so much before this ordeal began.
You mean we can go back to the complex? Is there even a complex for us to return to? Or have those monsters already destroyed it?
No, it's doing fine. There's no danger of the invaders attacking the Tokyo residential complex again. Right now, they're focused entirely on this school instead. Whatever you've got stowed away in here, is that important to them, huh?
You've told us a lot, but there's one detail you seem determined to keep from us. Don't make me ask again. What exactly is it we're protecting, and why would losing it mean the end of humanity?
Those are some good questions. Perceptive as always, Shizuhara.
One more thing. If this mission is as important as you say, why would you assign it to such a small group? We're civilians without any significant combat experience. The only one here who can put up a decent fight is me. You don't hold back, do you?
Another excellent question. And I'd love to give you a detailed, comprehensive answer to go with it, but that's all highly classified information. And so long as even one of you refuses to fight, that's the way it's gonna stay.
What? Explain yourself.
If you really want to know more about the mission or why you were chosen for it, there's just one path open to you, Shizuhara. That's for you and the other brave souls from the fighters group to convince these lily-livered panty wastes to join in on the war effort too.
Now you want them to do your dirty work for you? It's just one underhanded trick after another. Well, hey, I know it sucks, guys, but you can't die here. Like, you know, we could use your help. It actually wasn't too hard either. Like the one girl who died, she died in a cutscene. It's fine. No, just don't do anything when the cutscene's going on.
It's not like I'm doing this to yank your chains. That's just a fun little bonus. My primary goal is to get all of you out there on the battlefield fighting a good fight. The invader forces are only going to get stronger from here on out, so I need all of you to be in tip-top condition too. I gotta say, this mascot character is great. Like, the whole like mascot character thing, whenever I see it, I'm like a little nervous. Cause it's like, I like Monokuma, but he's like, to me, the least interesting part of Danganronpa. Like, I don't love him. I tend to love the ones controlling him, but I don't love him. And, you know, same with a lot of the, you know, Monomi, the Monokubs. Like, I like them, but I don't love any of them. And then Shinigami was good, but I didn't tend to love Shinigami when she's in her mascot form. I liked her when she was in anime girl form. So I think I mostly just liked her because of her being an anime girl. But Sire, I like in this form. I think he's great. I think he's entertaining. I like his voice. I like his vibe. And genuinely, so far, he's like kind of reasonable. I mean, I know it sucks we're in this situation, but I don't know what the full mystery of this game is going to be. And I mean, these characters have a right to be suspicious, but so far, I mean, he's kind of been on the up and up. He's been giving us decent information. We're actually like protecting something. So I don't know. You know? Like, he's not getting us to kill each other. That's something. We should count our blessings, honestly. Sorry, my floor mat was pushed forward too much. It was bending like a Beckham. Without another word. Oh, that's a nice effect. Without another word, Sire hopped off his chair and strolled leisurely toward the door. Where are you going? I was gonna go drop a deuce and hit the hay. Why, you wanna come watch?
You actually have realistic bodily functions?
I suggest you get an early night tonight. You need to give your bodies time to recover after a fierce battle like today's. You never know when the next attack is gonna happen.
The next attack. This wasn't the first time I had to face those monsters, and it won't be the last either. They'll keep coming back to attack the school again and again. Every time we'll have to put our lives on the line, and maybe even experience the pain of death firsthand. That threat will be hanging over us constantly for the next 100 days. Will I be able to stay sane for that long? Will I even be the same person at the end of these 100 days?
Where are we supposed to sleep anyway? You want us all to huddle on the floor together? There's no need for that. I've prepared luxurious individual suites for all of you. You'll find them on the rooftop.
Phew. At least we get our own rooms. I was starting to worry about that.
You're all at that delicate age after all. If I left you guys alone, you'd be rotting like rabbits in no time.
Is that true? Is kinky group sex some kind of high school rite of passage?
You need to stop taking what he says so seriously, sister dearest.
Hey,
Go find your room, settle in, and think about what you're gonna do from here on. Tomorrow is the first day of the rest of your lives. I like in the background we can see the sneakers of Mechanic Girl. They look like decent designs for shoes. I'd like to see all of their shoes, honestly, because we only ever see them from like waist up.
What did he mean? What's there to think about? I think that's his way of encouraging you guys to join the fight. Come on, do it. Just pretend like you're an anti-PK hunting down griefers like a boss.
Okay, so she is... It took me this long to like fully piece it together. She is the reference character, you know, the Samugi from Danganronpa V3. Or Hifumi in Danganronpa 1. I guess Chiaki was the Danganronpa 2 one? Yeah.
Look, I'm just a regular guy. I can't flip a switch and go psycho.
We're immortal here. What's there to be scared of? Sure, getting killed hurts, but you can come right back after.
You know how some people don't ride roller coasters even though everyone knows they're perfectly safe? It's like that, except even more so since there's actual danger in this case. You do realize your decision also affects the rest of us. We're being denied important information because of your cowardice. I know. Pretty much everything I do has a negative effect on the people around me. The world would be better off if I'd never been born. I don't see why we should be expected to fight in the first place. Shouldn't protecting humanity be left to the science nerds and army jocks? Right. Why us? I haven't even solved my first mystery yet. Besides, once people start talking about the future of humanity, I kinda tune out. It's too big for me to wrap my head around. The lack of imagination is a serious shortcoming. You'll never survive this if you don't learn to adapt. I get where Tsubasa is coming from, though. Yesterday was just another normal day. Now I'm risking my life fighting monsters who want to destroy the world. Part of me is still having trouble accepting any of this is real. Something tells me this little round table we've got here isn't going anywhere. How about we call it a day? After that victory feast, I'm about ready to slip into a food coma.
Same here. Definitely takes it out of you. We really gotta stay here a whole 100 days? We've only been here for one, and I'm already sick of the place. I have my fair share of concerns, too. Siri said we were living together, but we're basically prisoners here.
Shit, I forgot I have to say iPhone.
You sure it's alright?
Please, don't worry about me. The symptoms, they come and go. But I agree we should rest for now. A good night's sleep will help us focus better tomorrow. What's with it? What's with everything that's happened? What with everything that happened? I doubt I'll be able to get to sleep.
Unable to dispel the oppressive atmosphere, everyone gradually wandered out of the cafeteria. I should get going too. Apparently our rooms are up on the roof. Is it just me, or is that a really strange place to put them?
That's what I was thinking as well. Yeah, man. I've said this several times now, but it's these characters are good, and this setting, this whole setup for this game feels pretty fun. Feels pretty good.
Gah!
Oh, he's looking at the sky because they're so not used to seeing it.
No ceiling. That alone was a weird enough sight. The prefab huts intended to serve as our rooms seemed almost normal in comparison. Each hut was adorned with a metal plate bearing the name of one of our group.
No doubt about it. This is where we're meant to stay. Looks like your room is right in the middle, Mr. Sumino.
Oh, okay, thanks.
There are a lot more rooms than there are people. I wonder what the others are for.
Huh, I didn't notice that. Think there's some reason behind it?
They're probably just spares. Nothing worth getting worked up about. What's the meaning of this? This has to be a mistake. This is a travesty, an outrage.
Is it that you have a separate room from your sister?
What's wrong?
My dear sister and I have been assigned separate rooms. Someone's trying to obstruct our pure, sweet sibling ties.
I fucking knew it.
You must be just as devastated as I am, sister dearest. You'd feel much better having your brother dearest by your side, wouldn't you? I think it's fine for us to be apart every now and then. Sleeping in different rooms for a while isn't going to hurt. But...
I really don't get these two at all.
Oh my gosh. I was actually, just before, going to compliment how, like, despite that being his character's gimmick, he hadn't done it in a while. He hadn't talked about his sister dearest in a while. Okay. I mean, okay, yeah, we can't examine any others. So my thought is there's a lot more, like, there's more than there are characters here, right? So I'm thinking, does that mean they're going to add more characters to the game? Is it going to be a reverse Danganronpa? That'd be kind of cool. Where, like, in Danganronpa, it's you start with a ton of characters and you lose them. Is this game starting with a small squad and we gain them? That would be cool as shit. I don't know if they're going to do that, but that would be cool. Okay, looks fine.
This is my room, huh? It's nicer than I thought it'd be. There I go again, being positive for all the wrong reasons. Exhausted, I kicked off my shoes and climbed into bed without further delay.
Hey!
Hey! Phew. I hate to admit it, but it was actually more comfy than my own bed back home. The moment I lay down, the day's activity seemed to catch up with me all at once. Being thrust into this unfamiliar world and confronted with so many harrowing truths had completely drained me. My average mundane life had been ripped away from me, and I was at the mercy of forces beyond my control. I was like a tiny rowing boat tossed around on a vast ocean. Every cell in my body was screaming for rest. I was in no position to resist. The oblivion of sleep would be a blessing at this point. Within a few seconds, everything went black. And so ended my first day at Last Defense Academy. If I woke up tomorrow to find it had all been a dream, that would be fine with me. In fact, that was the best case scenario I could imagine.
Maybe in the morning everything would be back to normal. I'd go downstairs to the living room, say goodbye to my dad as he leaves for work. Mum would be there, and Karawa too. Day 2. I'm trying to remember. There's a ding dong bing bong. I'm trying to remember if
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine.
it's so Danganronpa. I'm trying to remember if the demo goes up to. It was like either 3 days, 5 days, or a week. There was a certain amount of days it goes for, I think. I think it's either 3 or a week. But it's between one of those two things.
Get ready for your second day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Well, it's your second day, but technically your first morning, so let's start it off on the right foot. I've prepared a fabulous breakfast banquet to give you plenty of energy and bloodlust for the day ahead. Everyone, make your way to the cafeteria on the double.
I want to look up his voice actor. I clicked X, by the way. There we go. What's this game called? 100 Line? Okay. Joseph May. Don't think I've ever heard of him. What's he in? He's in Wuthering Waves. I haven't played Wuthering Waves. He's in Arknights, Dying Light 2, The Crew. Like, so far, not really stuff that I know him from. He's in Soma, but there's no way I remember the characters in Soma. I remember Soma. I loved Soma, but I'm not gonna remember the fucking characters in it. He plays Thomas, the tank engine, in Thomas and Friends. What? Wait, are you serious? Oh, no? Maybe he plays like a young Thomas or something. I don't know. But anyway, I don't recognize him. Oh, shit. I just skipped a lot. Was that some kind of wake-up call? What a depressing way to start the day. I didn't like the sound of that give you plenty of bloodlust stuff either. I hope he hasn't laced our food with something to make us more aggressive. Guess I should head to the cafeteria. I don't want any trouble. The sky. There it is again. A totally open, unobstructed sky. I still can't get used to it. Every time I look up, it's like a reminder of how bizarre this whole thing is. Seeing the sky gives me this weird, uneasy feeling, like I could get sucked up into it and keep falling forever. If I stay here for long enough, will staring up into infinite space like this start to feel normal? No, there's no way I can get used to something so unnatural. I'd rather go back to my nice, safe life in the residential complex. It would be kind of scary, honestly. Alright, map. This is the first time I've used the map. It worked. I did it.
Alright, everybody, dig right in and get yourself all fueled up. Didn't you hear me? I said, dig in! This is no time to worry about proper table manners.
Dig into what? Half of us are stuck with dry bread again. Personally, I'm grateful we have anything to eat at all. We've had days in the TRC when we had to make do with much less than this. Brother dearest, please. I don't want to think about that. Let me guess. If we want anything more substantial, we have to agree to fight. In that case, I'll stick with the dry bread. Boring, plain, flavorless dry bread. Dry bread.
Suit yourselves, but there's one more thing I need from you. I'd planned to do this on the day you transferred in, but I had to push it back because of the enemy attack.
What is it this time?
I want you to take a tour of the Last Defense Academy campus. You're going to be living here, so you might as well get to know the place. There are a ton of rooms and facilities you haven't seen yet.
Sounds like fun. You got any rooms where the door's locked behind you and you have to solve obscure logic puzzles to get out? If there are, you can go in on your own.
There is no ordinary school. This is no ordinary school, you know. You're bound to find something to surprise you. So once you've finished breakfast, put on your walking boots and go explore your new home.
I feel like we're playing right into iPhone's hands, but we should probably try to get a better idea of what kind of place this is. We might even turn up some clues about what that special something we're protecting is. No time like the present. Let's take a look around. Let's look around. Jump around. Jump, jump, jump around. Boys' bathroom. Hell yeah. Let's check it out. Oh yeah. Oh, it's great. What's this? Strange room.
Yes, is something wrong? Oh, I'm in your way, aren't I? I'm sorry. I should know better than to take up valuable breathing space.
It's fine, Shoma. You're not in the way. I just wanted to talk to you.
I'm warning you, talking to a feeble-minded dweeb like me will only leave you worn out and frustrated. Not to mention how your reputation will suffer from being seen with me. Unpopularity as profound as mine might be contagious, you know? You're really better off ignoring me like everyone else. Don't think of me as a person, think of me as a pile of garbage that randomly makes noises every now and then.
I kind of spaced out partway through what he was saying. I think it boiled down to don't talk to me, though. Strange room.
I mean, he's the worst character, I think, but but it sometimes makes me laugh.
What the? Oh, it's you, Daramy. What are you doing alone in the dark in here? Aren't the lights working?
Looks like they're not, but it's cool. I actually prefer it this way. The real world is a little too bright for me. Hard, bright, and violent. Sometimes just getting through it is a real drain.
I don't know about that. For me, spending all day in this kind of darkness would probably be much worse. I mean, I'll keep talking to her.
It's really starting to sink in. Being made immortal is such a tragic fate. Dying to bring everyone together, dying to provide a moment of gratuitous gore, dying to finally be free of the pain. All those options have been taken away from me. Sheesh, what gives?
I like the voice actors like laughing. I mean, not laughing, fake crying.
Sheesh, what gives? It's whoever's behind this was gonna kidnap us anyway, forcing us into a killing game. So the least they could do.
Just a major Danganronpa fan.
Sure is a lot of fancy equipment in here. I wonder what it all does.
Oh, I've seen these in movies and stuff. You climb inside the pod, fire it up, and your consciousness is transported into another world.
Like virtual reality?
They're so advanced. You get to leave your old life behind and live in a world totally tailored to your whims. I wish I had one of these at home.
That sounds a little too good to be true.
Looks like this one's broken, though. Just like me, I've tried every button and switch I can find, but it won't turn on.
Is it okay for us to be touching stuff without really knowing what it does?
Of course not. I just told you the damn thing's broken, didn't I?
Whoa, why is she so angry all of a sudden?
Unless I can get iPhone to fix this, escaping into a perfect fantasy world is gonna be just that, a fantasy.
Now she's crying. I can't keep up with this girl's mood swings. More importantly, is this machine really broken? I can't tell myself. Guess I'll take Daramy's word for it.
Okay. Okay, just checking over here real quick. Whoops. Okay, there's the bathroom. So let's go upstairs. There's another bathroom. Good. I don't need to check it, but it exists. Nothing there. Really? Hello? Where's all the stuff here?
Hello again, Mr. Sumino. Do you have a moment?
Sure, what's up?
I'm sure you'll think this is a stupid question, but you're from the Tokyo residential complex too, aren't you?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Of course. It's the same for everyone else. Until a few days ago, we were all living there. But isn't it strange none of us have ever met before? Apart from me and my dear brother.
I don't know, it seems natural enough to me. I mean, the complex is a big place.
I see. It doesn't bother you at all.
What was all that about? Those two just keep getting weirder.
Honestly, I was worried about his voice slipping, like my voice for him slipping. But actually, it's my voice for her that's slipping. Because I can never remember what I was doing for her voice. I've kind of settled into a rhythm on what I'm doing for his voice.
This room, it says training room on the door, but it looks more like a video game arcade. How are we supposed to train in here?
Whoa, oh, cool.
Wait, I meant to talk to him.
Hey, Takumi. You've been checking out this place too, right?
Yeah, a little.
The more I see of it, the less I like it. Who was in charge of the decor here? There ain't a shred of class in the whole damn school. Where's the leopard print sofas, the hot pink drapes, the gilded doorknobs? Is that too much to ask?
Is that his idea of class?
That's pretty funny.
All these machines just look like arcade games to me.
Remarkable, sir. You picked out the best one in the house. You clearly have impeccable taste.
Stop jumping out like that.
This is the Academy state-of-the-art VR training machine. I mean, using your actual muscles and getting all sweaty is so last century, am I right? That's why we developed these machines to help you hone your skills using just your neural impulses and our cutting-edge technology.
I don't get it. Will playing a game really help us?
Your hemoanima gets stronger the more you use it, just like your muscles, your brain, and your baloney pony. You should consider dropping by to train when you're off duty. You can even get some friends together for a group session.
Hey.
Just keep it in your pants when there's ladies present, okay?
Hey!
What's in my pants is none of your business, you little pervert.
He runs away.
VR training. I've got to admit, I'm kind of curious about it. Maybe I'll give it a try later. Looks like something from an old video game arcade. How are you supposed to train with this? Okay. Can't do anything with it right now, but good to know. There's still... Oh, there's a classroom here. Not a blackboard, but a monitor. This is pretty impressive. What does this number indicate? How many days are left, dude? Do the math. Alright, nothing much there. Hang on, I'm gonna go back downstairs because there was still one thing that I hadn't checked out on the first floor. But you saw me do a full lap of this place, didn't you? A full fucking lap. There's the entrance hall. Found it. Takumi, you came to check out this area too? Huh? Yeah. What is it, some kind of entrance hall? Huh. Entrance and exit. Of course, even if we left the school from here, we'd still have to contend with the wall of flames.
And the bomb. You're welcome to leave the school building at your own discretion, but there's no real point in doing so.
Where did you come from?
As your commanding officer, it's my duty to offer guidance and support wherever and whenever you need it. I can appear anywhere on school grounds. Anyhow, even if you make it past the flames, there's just a whole lot of nothing on the other side.
Hey.
But if you feel like a change of scenery, be my guest.
He's gone. How does he move so fast? Don't worry about him. I found something much more interesting. Interesting how? There's machines over there. Go take a look at them. What's so interesting about these? What are they even for? It seems they're a special model of fire extinguisher. Huh? Fire extinguishers.
He's back. That's right, I put them in here so you can use them to go exploring.
You again? Would you mind telling Takumi what you told me?
No sooner said than done. During your stay here, there may be times when you want to wander off school grounds and explore the surrounding area. That's where these fire extinguishers come in. With a little help from your hemoanima, you can use these to temporarily put a hole in the wall and open a way forward.
Whoa. Wait a minute. You're saying we can actually put out the undying flames? There's nothing stopping us from using these and just getting out of here?
Yeah, your pal Aotsuki had the same idea, but there's nothing but ruins out there.
Just ruins.
You might find useful bits and pieces among the rubble, or maybe even some items you can use in the old towns. That's if the invaders don't get you first.
There's invaders out there? Well, yeah, they're trying to get in, and that's why the flames are stopping them.
Oh, sure, the place is crawling with them. The wall of fire is there to keep them out, remember? Exactly. Not only that, but you can't be revived if you die outside school grounds. It's a dangerous business going out the door and into the unknown. And we're a long, long way from the Tokyo residential complex here. You'd never make it on foot, so don't even think about it.
So much for that idea.
Coming up with plans to escape will only lead you to despair. I'm sure you can find a much more productive use of your time, like focusing on protecting the school and, by extension, humanity for the next 99 days.
98. I guess you're counting today.
And ensuring a peaceful, harmonious future. You all want this story to have a happy ending, don't you?
So beyond the wall is just ruins. At least we have hope now. If there's a way to get past the flames, there's a way for us to get home. Huh? Weren't you listening just now? Zero said we're too far away from the complex to make it on our own. I wouldn't put too much stock in anything he says. In fact, isn't it a little suspicious he went out of his way to let us know that? There must be some way to get back to the TRC. He's just hiding it from us. Personally, I think the truth is the exact opposite of what he said. The best use of our time isn't following his orders, but finding a way home. I refuse to believe the future of humanity could possibly depend on us. We'll get out of this somehow. That's the idea I'm putting my faith in. Sounds like Ato's determined to defy iPhone to the very end. To be honest, I can't say for sure that he's making the wrong choice. That's what makes it so hard. I don't know, Ato. Maybe it's just because, like, you're... Well, this is the thing, like, I think... Who talks about this? I think maybe in a Brandon Sanderson talk, maybe I heard this, but, like, audiences tend to dislike characters who stand in the way of the plot. And that's kind of what Ato is doing. He's like... He's just not engaging with the plot at all. And so... And normally, I'm not the sort of person who goes like, oh, I don't like that character because they're not engaging with the plot, right? Or they're standing in the way of it. Like, for example, you know, there's people who hate, like, Skylar White from Breaking Bad. And I think Skylar's a great character, you know? I never hated her because she's very reasonable. But people hate her because she's standing in the way of the plot. They want Walter White to do badass things, and Skylar White is telling him to stop, so they don't like it. Even though she's like 100% right. With that being said, I am looking at what Ato's saying and going like, man, I'm not on your side. I'm on the side, but I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just too easily manipulated. We'll see. Defense room door. Whoa. What in the... A surprisingly stately door stood in the middle of an otherwise nonsensical looking space, defiantly blocking the way forward. The hallways and classroom of this school were all pretty strange, but this put them all to shame. It wasn't so much the door itself that was out of place, but what was in front of it. Sorry, I'm just going through on my head my schedule for today, because I just realized, am I playing this game instead of doing something I really need to do? I might be, so I might have to pause this in a bit. Can I pause it now? I can. All right, I'll continue this like tomorrow or the day after or something. Well, actually, hang on. No, I'm not. No, I can keep going. You know what? I thought it was Saturday, but it's Friday. Okay, no, yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're okay. Jeez. That was strange. I can go for a little bit longer. I can keep playing for a bit longer. Yeah, wow. That was so weird for a second. I really just had the complete wrong day. Not complete wrong day. I was only one day off. I mean, and it is technically Saturday because it's past midnight. This door looks pretty solid. More importantly, that weird fire is in front of it. They're undying flames. I thought so. But why are they here inside the school? To stop anyone from opening this door, I imagine. If it's that important, then... Yes, whatever's behind this door is the thing we're fighting to protect from the invaders. Right behind this door is something that could wipe out humanity in the wrong hands. I wonder what it is. Do you think we'll ever find out? We could try breaking down the door ourselves, but that may prove difficult. Convincing the others to join the fight so Sire will tell us the truth seems like a more efficient choice to me. I don't think convincing them will be that easy. This kind of decision is something they have to come to on their own. You're still thinking like a civilian. You need to toughen up or we'll end up in the worst possible scenario. What do you mean? Let's just say that it's in everyone's best interest to get the others into the battlefield with the rest of us. By any means necessary. It sounds like she has something in mind already. She wouldn't force them to fight against their will, would she? We may not have known each other for very long, but I can definitely imagine Hiriko taking a hardline approach with anyone who refuses to do as she says. There's something about her that radiates authority, leaving no room for argument. Maybe it's the fact that she has red eyes and a tough demeanor and crosses her arms constantly and tells everyone what to do. I think that might be what it is, my man. Connecting hallway. Wonder what that connecting hallway is for. I might have to come back to that in a second. There's another classroom. War room.
Hey there, Sumino. How's your exploration of the campus going? If you need help or advice with anything, feel free to let me know. Don't think of me as your commanding officer. Think of me as your friend. A friend who commands respect and dictates your every move, but in a fun way.
He's got some nerve acting friendly after forcing us into this messed up situation. Whose side is he on anyway? Does he care about saving humanity like he says? Or does he have some kind of ulterior motive?
Oh, did you come here for another explanation of what your Hino anima can do? This power is the key to your success and survival here at the Academy. It's worth your while to have a firm grasp on the basics.
No.
Look, you can skip the dialogue if you want, but at least pretend to listen. That's really funny. That's a really good meta joke. Like, I'm saying no to him tutorializing us, and it's like, look, if you don't want to read it, just skip through it. The hematomorphic infusion blades you'll carry, infuses for short, are the pinnacle of human achievement and ingenuity. When you stab it into your heart, a miraculous power flows into your body, transforming your regular old blood into superhuman hemo anima. By harnessing that power and shaping it into physical form, you will gain access to your class armor and class weapons. A class weapon is a manifestation of your own innate strength. Each one is just as unique as you are. Activating your hemo anima for the first time should also have unlocked your specialist skills. These are additional abilities with a wide array of applications. Learning to use them strategically will make you better fighters than ever.
Okay, but how does it do all that? What's the actual process behind?
Don't get so hung up on the details. Surrender to the heat of battle. Yell, I am thou, or ora, or something, and go with it. Is that a Persona reference and then a JoJo reference? I'm pretty sure I am thou is Persona, right? I am thou and thou art I. And then ora is JoJo. Oh my gosh. And that's the end of my totally comprehensive explanation. If there's anything else you don't understand, you should probably resign yourself to remaining ignorant.
But if this power is so miraculous or whatever, why give it to regular students like us? Why were we chosen?
All will be made clear when you convince the whole group to join the fight, but not before.
Guess I should have seen that coming.
One more thing. While you're here, want me to go over the Undying Flames again? That wall of fire outside protects the school from a lot of threats, but it will hurt you just as bad if you get too close. No. Look, you can skip the dialogue, yeah, okay. True to their name, the Undying Flames never run out of fuel and can't be smothered or extinguished by ordinary means. The flames only affect organic matter. They don't damage the surrounding buildings, rocks, or anything like that. If you and your friends were to drive a car through it, it'd only be the people on the inside that would get burned to a crisp. Ah, interesting.
They ignore regular physics and run on their own rules. Are they magic or something?
The Undying Flames barrier has a radius of a little over half a mile within the academy at the very center. The wall itself is 30 feet thick, blocking out even the most powerful of invaders. Or at least that was the case. More recently, the enemy has developed a special means of getting through. Lucky for us, the flames can sense them coming and automatically shift the school into defense mode when they do. At the same time, an alarm is set off to let all of you know it's time for battle.
So when the alarm goes off, the enemy's already on their way.
The invaders always leave a day or two between attacks. It's my guess that their means of getting through the flames take time to prepare or recharge. We haven't been able to deduce any consistent patterns though. You should assume the next attack could come at any time. One more thing. The wall only goes so high, but there's no danger of anything flying in. If the flames sense something trying to pass over them, they'll form a fiery hand and drag the intruder right back down again. The Undying Flames act with a will of their own to keep the school safe. Add that to your list of things to be grateful for.
I could ask any number of questions right now, but I doubt I'd get any answers. I've got no choice but to accept that this is the way things are now.
Technically, the fiery hand has a limited range too, so coming in from space might be possible. Well, so long as the enemy doesn't think of that, we should be fine.
Alright, you've made it very clear how well defended this place is. What I really want to know is, what's it all for? What are we protecting here?
I told you before, didn't I? You'll learn that once the non-fighters start fighting.
Okay, great.
Oh, it's like a computer.
What's this machine here? It looks important.
That controls the school central defense system. It's the core of this entire Last Defense Academy experience. Without this, there's no early warning system, no defensive barrier, no automatic battle prep, no nothing. It controls battle functions like defense mode and radar, along with more everyday stuff like electricity and water supply. It's a true supercomputer that keeps all aspects of this school up and running without any need for extra engineers or maintenance staff.
It's all completely automatic, huh?
Whoa, I can tell what you're thinking. If it's all automatic, what do we need the iPhone for? But my role here is just as important as the computers. No one can motivate you or affect your morale like I can.
He's right about that, but not in the way he thinks.
Okay, great. Finally, the infirmary.
Hey, girl. This must be the infirmary. But when I think infirmary, this definitely isn't the kind of room that comes to mind. That's what I was thinking. I guess that could apply to any part of this school. Hello, girl. I know you've already made your thoughts on this clear, but are you sure you don't want to fight alongside the rest of us?
Huh? No. Absolutely not. Just thinking about it makes me feel like I'm gonna...
What's wrong?
Let's just say I'm not suited for combat, like on a physiological level. Sorry.
Physiological? What's she even talking about? Does this have something to do with how she always starts looking queasy whenever we talk about fighting? Yeah, I mean, sounds like she is scared about the sight of blood and stuff. Makes her sick. This machine. It's the same flying coffin that rescued Daramy from the battlefield. Siri calls it a corpse recovery something.
When a member of the Special Defense Unit dies in action, the corpse recovery drone will automatically retrieve their body. That's what this manual says anyway.
It's all completely automatic, huh?
Seems like it. When the school's defense system detects one of us has died... Wow, it sounds so creepy saying that out loud. Anyway, when that happens, it launches a drone to find the body and bring it back to the infirmary.
And once it gets here?
You see that big machine over there? According to this, it's called a Revive-O-Matic. It's got data on all of us right down to the genetic code. It cross-references those records to figure out who's in the pod. From there, it uses some kind of ultra-complicated process to reconstruct the body back to its original state, and then we're alive again. Just like that.
I was thinking, like, she's saying all of this, like, jargon pretty smoothly, but then I remembered she's a mechanic. She knows electronics, at least.
Why does it have to verify who the victim is first, though? Maybe so our enemies can't use the machine if it falls into their hands?
Tsubasa really gets a chance to show her serious side when machines are involved. That's what I was just saying.
This sure is amazing tech. I still can't figure out what the exact mechanism it uses to instill life back into the body. I'm not satisfied writing it off as just the hemoanima did it. That makes it sound more like magic than real technology. While we're on the subject, hemoanima itself is pretty fishy. It's supposed to infuse our blood with a special power, right? But how does it do that exactly?
Maybe we'll find out more about it someday.
Not unless me and the other holdouts agree to fight too. Sorry, but there's no way that's happening. Seriously, who was in charge of picking the members of this unit? What kind of criteria did they use to fix on us?
Something tells me the only way to find out is to keep fighting. We just keep going in circles here.
Hey there, troops! How's your tour of the campus going? I figure it's about time you met back up and compared notes. Report to the cafeteria immediately!
I'm not too crazy about dropping everything to do what he says, but I've pretty much finished looking around anyway. Guess I'll head back to the cafeteria.
So, what do you think? Have you fallen in love with the place yet? Is it so wonderful that you want to spend the rest of your lives here?
There's no way we'd feel that good about it.
Well, if you don't like it, just tough it out. 100 days isn't all that long, and there's more important things at stake than your personal comfort. I mean, really, honestly, 100 days isn't that long, but to, maybe feel the death, the pain of death every day, yes, that is a long time.
Why even ask us if you're ultimately going to discount our opinions?
You may have noticed some features that aren't available yet, but don't worry, it's all part of the roadmap of staggered content releases. I'll reveal more of the school's facilities little by little, so you'll always have something new to look forward to and motivate you to keep moving forward.
Be more specific. Exactly how do you intend for us to spend our time here when we're not fighting?
Oh, right. We are a school after all. You're probably expecting some kind of curriculum and a proper schedule, but we don't have one here. Surprise!
What? No schedule?
No, unless there's an invader attack like the one yesterday, you're free to spend your time however you see fit. Free time events? I didn't even think about that. So we don't gotta go to classes or nothing? Shit, man, you should have led with that.
Don't tell me you actually buy into this.
It's not like we can leave. Might as well make the most of it while we're here.
I think it's too early to say there's no way for us to leave.
If you want to find a way out so bad, do it yourself. You're just gonna chicken out and run from the fight anyway, right? Now, settle down. I hate to see friends fighting.
It's your fault we're all so on edge.
You've all been raised in different environments and had different life experiences, so naturally you'll have your own values, your own priorities. Each one of you is as unique as a snowflake, and that's okay. We're all about diversity here. A little difference of opinion now and then is inevitable.
Again, your fault that we even need to have this discussion.
Having said all that, no matter what your feelings on the matter, all of you are going to have to fight the invaders sooner or later. Sorry if I sound like a broken record, but this war will decide the fate of humanity itself. Abstaining is not an option. While this school stands, there's still every chance of a bright future. But if this school falls, so does mankind. The invaders will massacre every last one of you, and then you'll move on to your loved one. They'll move on to your loved ones. Each one of you has something in your life worth fighting for. It only makes sense for you to work together to keep all of them safe. I can't have you wasting time or energy on pesky moral dilemmas. Clear your minds and banish all doubts from your hearts. And as humanity's last line of defense against the invaders, you are about to become the very embodiment of hope.
Hope? You've got to be kidding me. This is more like despair. Danganronpa.
Oh!
You're forcing us to participate in this war without telling us the whole story behind it. Who knows what else you might be keeping from us. Saving humanity sounds like a worthy cause, but we've got no guarantee that's really what we would be doing. As for the thing we're supposed to protect, if it even exists, how do we know it's not actually something even more dangerous than the invaders? Not to mention the hemo-anima. We know next to nothing about this weird power, and you want us to pump our bodies full of it? Until I get some answers, I'm not believing a single word that comes out of your mouth.
We've been over this before, man. He said he'd only tell us if you guys agree to fight.
And I can't agree to fight until I hear the whole truth. We're going around in circles so much, it's making me dizzy.
We won't make any progress like this. Alright, if it's the truth you want, that's what you'll get. I'll tell you everything. Really?
You're gonna tell us? Just like that?
I never meant to keep the truth for you for all that long. I was just using it as bargaining chip to motivate you, but it looks like that plan backfired. At this point, I can only salvage your trust in me by giving you the full story. True.
And you'll really tell us the truth? The whole truth? And nothing but the truth?
And nothing but the truth, eh? Or at least I'd like to, but this isn't the kind of decision I can make on my own. What say we table this discussion until tomorrow?
So there are more people involved in this than just you. We'll expect you to tell us about them, too.
I'm sure you will. I'll run it past the higher-ups. If I tell them this is all the best way to get you to fight, they'll probably go for it. Although I might have to talk to you individually instead of telling everyone all at once. Well, I'll do whatever I can. Come find me in the war room tomorrow morning and I'll let you know what the brass says. I'm worried about him telling us individually. Like, what if he just tells everyone what they want to hear?
Hey.
I've got a lot to do, so I'll call it a day here. See you tomorrow bright and early.
With a cheery wave of his stubby little arms,
iPhone disappeared. I keep looking down because I keep looking at my phone and like remembering it's there. I'm looking at it like you look at your partner suspiciously, like your partner nervously if you say something that implies you're cheating. I don't know. That was a weird metaphor to give. Never thought getting the truth out of him would be this easy.
But he sent us to discuss it with the people in charge, right? He could come back tomorrow and say they shut the idea down. I hope you're all ready. If we learn the truth tomorrow, you'll have no more excuses to stay on the sidelines.
No excuses.
We'll see what happens after we hear what Sire has to say.
It didn't activate good.
We can all talk it out and decide on the best course of action then.
Yeah, you're right.
My phone did light up, but it was an email.
Yeah, you're right. We can't decide on anything until we know what's really going on.
You're hilarious, Mr. Maroko. You clearly have no intention of fighting no matter what happens tomorrow.
Shut up. I bet you don't either.
With nothing more to discuss, we left the cafeteria and headed back to our rooms.
No way, there's not a fight today. Tomorrow morning.
iPhone will tell us the whole truth. I can't even imagine what it might be. Who gathered us all here? What are we fighting for? I can only hope everything makes sense once we know that.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
Maybe not. Day 2 has no fighting.
The invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
What day does this game go to? I need to, like, not this game, this this demo go to, because like it'll affect how I do this. Prologue to the 7th day. You play this to the 7th day. That's crazy.
So there's a nighttime announcement too, just like the morning one.
It feels like they really want you to get deep in the story and like fully invested in it.
I thought it would be a much longer road to learning the truth, but hopefully by this time tomorrow we'll know everything we need to know.
Which is very smart, I think. To do a demo of 7 days is very smart.
Probably won't be the end of our problems, but it'll still be a step forward. At any rate, there's no use worrying about it anymore today. I'll discuss it with the others once we've heard from iPhone. From now on, the only thing I can do is wait for tomorrow to come. With nothing else to do, I decided to call it a day and went to sleep.
Karawa. Karawa? What is this? What is this? Oh, it's young Karawa. And she's all bandaged.
Come on.
Aw.
Don't cry. If you keep crying like that, your daddy will get sad too. And he won't be able to go to heaven.
We were only in kindergarten back then. Kara's dad had just died. He and Kara were driving over to her mum's research lab when it happened. The car crash had changed her life. A security alert had sounded, and suddenly people were scrambling around trying to get to the nearest shelter. Kara's dad swerved to avoid someone, and, well,
that's why she hates the sirens. The sirens, oh.
The car was almost entirely destroyed. Her dad leaned over from the driver's seat to shield her from the impact right at the last second. By some miracle, he made it in time and Kara survived. But her father wasn't so lucky. After the funeral, Kara was inconsolable. She just sat there and cried. There was nothing I could do.
My daddy's gone. I'll never see him again.
Karawa? Don't cry anymore, okay? I know your daddy's gone, but I'll be your daddy from now on, so you don't have to be sad.
That's a sweet thing to say, but yeah, you know what I mean.
You're too little, Taki. You can't be a daddy.
Maybe, but I'm just glad you're okay, Karawa. That your daddy protected you.
But I'm not okay. I got this big cut
Oh my god.
right across my tummy. The doctors say it's gonna leave a scar. It'll never go away. Not even when I'm a grown-up.
That's okay.
I bet no one will want to marry a girl with a big ugly scar like this.
I will.
Then, when we grow up, I'll marry you. By then, I won't be too little anymore.
I'm crying a little bit. I don't know. I don't think it's showing up on the camera, but there are some tears in my eyes. Because now that they've grown up, he's a bit more edgy, but apparently she's holding on to this promise, I think, because the mother was like, "Oh, you two should get married," and I remember he said like, "Oh, don't encourage her," or something like that. So I guess she probably brings up this promise a lot.
Huh?
I'll marry you someday, Karuha. Then you'll never have to be alone. I'll always be there to protect you.
You'll protect me?
Yeah. Now that your daddy's gone, I'll keep you safe instead. So please, don't cry. Whatever happens, I'll protect you, Karuha. No matter what, I promise.
Taki. Thank you. I think I'm going to be all right now. You promised. So you gotta do it. Okay?
Okay, well, look. If they do anything to Karuha by the end of this game, I'm gonna be mad. Oh, that's right. I made a promise. A promise to correct her. A promise to protect Karuha no matter what. I'm not about to break that promise. To keep Karuha safe, I have to keep fighting. And I'll fight. I have to fight. Fight. Ah! I jolted upright in bed, throwing off the covers in a panic. My whole body was drenched in sweat and my heart was racing like I'd just woken up from a nightmare. Not a nightmare, a memory. A childhood memory of Karuha and me. I'd totally forgotten about that time. Why did I dream about it all of a sudden? I wonder what Karuha is doing right now. She probably hasn't stopped worrying ever since I disappeared. That would be just like her. Come to think of it, what does everyone back in the residential complex think happened to me? Are they treating me as a missing person, or did they assume I died in that monster attack? I'll have to ask iPhone about that too.
Huh?
Sheesh, I'm wide awake now and I'm so sweaty. It's not even close to morning yet. Maybe I'll step outside for some fresh air. I got out of bed and slowly made my way towards the door. Along the way, I happened to catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. I like the game doing some art when they don't need to, you know? Like, this is a time where you really don't need to have this art, but it's really nice to have it. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem, it's me. In spite of everything. No, I can't do the rest in the tune. I'm still me, right? It's the same face I see in the mirror every morning, but somehow, something about it seems wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It's like this reflection doesn't feel like me anymore. I wonder if this is a side effect from using hemoanima.
Who are you? I'm Takumi Sumino. Aren't I?
What am I doing? This is stupid. Coming back to my senses, I turned away from the mirror and walked out the door. As soon as I got outside... What if it's like... they, like, took their personalities and put them in this world, but it's not the actual person that went to the world? So, like, it's just imprinted the personality onto the world. So we're not the real Takumi, and the actual Takumi is fine and back in the place that he was. The scene that greeted me took my breath away.
I've heard of those. They're stars, right?
The night sky far above my head was now dotted with countless glimmering pinpricks of light. The vastness, the endlessness of it all was almost terrifying.
but in a way it was beautiful too. It inspired a sense of awe in me I'd never felt before.
I wonder what Karuo would say if she saw this.
I just stood there wondering. My gaze was drawn to a different, larger light in the sky. The moon.
It looks so close. Is that another planet?
No, not a planet. A different kind of celestial body. I'm sure I read about it once. A big chunk of rock orbiting the Earth, visible to the naked eye. What was it called again? It's on the tip of my tongue. Is that... Huh? All of a sudden I felt like I wasn't alone. I spun around to see who was there. The fuck is going on? Who's that? Who? You're on fire. Who is that? Not quite. It wasn't a person, more like a burning, flickering apparition in the shape of a young man. A fire with a mind of its own. Not just any fire either. They were undying flames.
What the?
He just moved his mouth. The way its mouth is moving. Is it talking? I can't hear a thing though.
What is it? What are you trying to tell me?
The thing seemed to hear me okay, but my question seemed to upset it. A look of profound sorrow passed over its fiery features. That was weird. The next moment it disappeared into thin air. What just happened? What was that? Don't tell me... Was that a ghost? Ghost or not, it had definitely been trying to communicate with me. But what was it trying to say and why? Vainly trying to comprehend what I'd seen and what it all meant, I just stood there dumbfounded. It was a while before I could even bring myself to move from that spot. In the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep the rest of the night. I just sat in bed waiting for the morning announcement. Day 3.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine!
Can I... Nope. Can't save it
Get
from this
ready
point.
for your third day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Morning's finally here. Should I tell everyone about what I saw last night? Would they believe me? I'm not sure I even believe it really. What happened? It really happened. They might just write it off as a dream or say I'm going crazy. But I'll think about that later. Today's the day iPhone's going to tell us the truth. I can decide what to do about that ghost boy afterwards. We're supposed to meet up in the war room, right? Now I can save it. Okay. This is a good place to wrap it up here. Because apparently if it goes to 7 days, we're on day 3. We're about halfway through. I say that because I'm assuming days... Like, day 2 was shorter than day 1 was. So I'm assuming days 4 to 7 are going to be shorter. So I would guess we're about halfway through. But I don't know. If that's the case, I mean, that would mean it would take me like 6 hours to get through the demo. Which is a lot of content. Now, obviously, I'm reading out every line and doing, I'm mucking around. But still, crazy. Anyway, yeah, I'll put this video up as its own thing. And then we'll jump back in next time. I'll see you then. Bye.